Hi guys, it's me, Canada from Hatay Nation, and before we get into the story I will be reviewing, I just want to say I'm sorry for not, getting an MLP story out there. I've been trying to do this, read this other story, and it's just I haven't been feeling like reading an MLP story for a while, so yeah, I'm truly sorry. But while I'm working trying to get that one done, I'm going to be reviewing a one-shot story for you guys. I really don't review one-shots. I review mostly multi-chapter stories, but I feel like, while I'm working this one, I'll review a one-shot just to, have something for you guys to watch until I can get done, at least, get done with that story. But another thing that I want to say is that it will be, since we are in the month of February, and February is the romance sort of month, Valentine's and all that type of stuff. But I thought that the one shot should be Valentine's related, romance. Should be a romance story, and so that's what this story is. It is a sad romance story. There is a happy ending to it, so so you guys don't have to be sad about it. Um, it is a pairing of a shipping of Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy, which is what this story. What really drew me to the story was it was a Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy shipping called Pinkie Shy. That's what the shipping name is called. I was kind of weird about it. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I never really thought for Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. It was kind of sort of the whole opposites attract thing, and I am actually a huge fan of the whole opposites attract, but I don't know, I never thought Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy I would ship those two. If I had to ship anybody, it would probably be Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash sort of thing, because those definitely are two opposites. But yeah, but when I read the story, it was actually a really good story, and I thought that, yeah, thought it was really good. So I'm going to review it. It's called Goodbye by Feelingpinkie. Um, so yeah, the story starts off with Fluttershy walking in the rain. I know, quite cliched for a romance story, but whatever. um, she's walking in the rain and she stops in front of the bakery Pinkie Pie works at, and she's looking in the window and she's, sort of saying, you know, looking, how do I describe it? She's looking quite, I'm sorry, I don't know how to quite explain it. She's sad and, she's actually running away from Pinkie Pie and from Ponyville, and she's sort of looking at Pinkie Pie in the mirror, in the sort of window of the building, and sort of, I guess, sort of mentally saying her goodbyes. But she doesn't want to leave unannounced, I guess, so she ends up going to the window, or if you guys know in the show, Pinkie Pie, the building that Pinkie Pie lives in, the upper part of it has sort of a platform, sort of a balcony type thing to it that she goes onto, so she leaves a note so she doesn't, leave unannounced and have everybody wondering what the hell happened. So she goes in there and she gives the letter to Gummy, who is Pinkie Pie's pet alligator. And the reason she does that is because I like this. I thought it was kind of cute. She doesn't want to get Pinkie Pie's stuff wet because it's, raining outside. So she gives it to Gummy to hold on to, give to Pinkie Pie. And I thought that was a little cute moment right there. But she leaves. She goes to the train station, which I thought was a little weird in the story, because in the show she actually is going to Cloudsdale in one of the episodes where she decides to leave. One of the episodes in the show, she decides to leave and go back to Clouds. She leaves and she goes back to Cloudsdale, and she uses hot air balloon. And I just didn't know why the writer chose to go to Manhattan. I guess for nobody to find her. And I guess the one place you would not look for Fluttershy, especially, you know, someone who was probably never really has all been much to Manhattan. She, is Manhattan, is a city place, since, she has no family there, no friends, except, I guess, for, people that she's met there, but not really any friends. So, yeah, and I guess if she went to Cloudsdale, Rainbow Dash, it could just go fly up there and find her, but, yeah, that was a little weird right there, but it's not really too much of a problem. And then, while she goes to the train station, Pinkie Pie ends up going, after, she ends up going to her room and going for bed, and she sees Gummy, and she sees Gummy has an envelope in his mouth, and she reads it, and it sort of talks about how Fluttershy is, leaving, and she's sorry for all the things that's happened to Pinkie Pie, because, ever since Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie started, I guess, dating in the sense, people have been sort of calling them names and, making fun of them and, all kinds of things because, they're two girls falling in love. They're gay. And, no, so, yeah, and she, realizes what Fluttershy is doing and she's running away so that Pinkie Pie wouldn't have to deal with those problems anymore because she gets, she got very sad about it. So Pinkie Pie realizes it, and she goes down to the train station, which is obviously her first guess. I guess so. I don't know. Mom would have been, probably since she's a Pegasus, probably went for, I don't know, probably the hot air balloons, thinking of Cloudsdale, because that's where she's from. And Pinkie Pie must obviously know that, but instead she goes to the train station, which I thought was a little weird how she would automatically know that. So when she gets there, Fluttershy is about to board the train, which is going to Manhattan. Pinkie Pie ends up stopping her, and sort of, they, get in this discussion, this sort of, conversation about, that Pinkie Pie doesn't want Fluttershy to leave. She'd, be really sad and, distraught if she left, but she doesn't care if, people make fun of her and all that stuff. She, deeply loves Fluttershy and stuff, and so, it ends with them sort of, leaving, from the train station, and, Fluttershy not getting on the train and leaving, so, and them going back to, I don't know, I guess, her house or the bakery, I don't know, but yeah, there's actually one little part that I didn't discuss, and that's with the train engineer and, or the conductor. I don't know who he is. I think he's the conductor. He sort of, ends up giving Fluttershy her money back, which is, I guess, paying for the ticket. She, was going to pay for a ticket and, paid to get on there or something. And he ends up giving her ticket back, her money back, saying, you shouldn't leave. He says you shouldn't leave a town you love, especially if that town has someone you love in it. Trust me, I've experienced that. And I thought that was a little funny, he's, obviously ran away from, someone he's loved because I guess, he's afraid of them getting hurt. So I thought that was a little neat thing right there. That was very sweet. It reminds me a lot of the romance movies, the person, leaving because they think, oh, I'm better off without them, they're better off without me, and stuff like that. I thought that was a sweet little thing to add in the story. So, what are the problems with this one-shot? There's not really too many problems. One problem is they don't really show any evidence of Pinkie Pie getting hurt or getting upset about them calling, them the names and stuff. Pony's calling Pinkie Pie names and stuff for her loving Fluttershy, which, I don't know, is sort of a problem. I kind of would have liked to see a little bit more of that, sort of a flashback of it or something to sort of, show us that we kind of sort of just, it was given to us and expecting us to, take that, it's not really anything else. There's not really anything, other problems I have with the story other than that. It's a really great story. It's quite sad, actually, when I first read this story for the first time. I actually started to cry a little because I thought it was just so sad, you know, what was going on. Other than that, other than that one problem, there's not really anything else. It's a really great story, and if you guys want to check it out, it is by Feelingpinkie. I want to say Feelingpinkie Keen, but then, because that reminds me of one of the episodes, but Feelingpinkie is who wrote it, and it's called Goodbye. You can go check that on Fanfiction, which is a site dedicated for all your MLP story needs, if you guys want to go check it out. So, I'm Canada, and I hope you have a great Valentine's Day and a great February time as well. So I say goodbye.